Happy days, it's time for some FACEIT League. We're getting into some NA Expert tonight. We have had a bit of a focus in the Expert division here this week with a lot of our top teams. Just going head to head. A lot of the top 5 teams have been going head to head for the past couple weeks, as a matter of fact. Well, I think it kind of all led to this. It all culminates here in this matchup here tonight. Those who GAF, Extinction, Archelon, both 7-0. Your only 2 7-0 teams remaining here in NA Expert. Fight for first place right here tonight. Yes, this is it. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. This should be a banger. I can't wait to get into this one. Both teams undefeated. Only one will leave undefeated. Let's take a look at our standings here. I love this little addition. We got this addition I noticed earlier today where we have very clear outline on qualifications and stuff. What more do you want? I've got a banger here for you tonight. GAF is kind of the surprise team. This is a group of players that did not really have a bunch of standout names on it coming into this. This is a team that, kind of fought their way up my power rankings. Were very low on the power rankings in the initial impression, just because I was not very familiar. I had seen Fern before. I think that was about it. Holy cow, does this squad have hands. And GAF have been taking it to a lot of the tough opponents here, most notably here over these past 2 weeks. You've got wins over Naga Cat, Aurora Noctis, Project Villain, and Dill Donkeys. These are all huge wins. And as I pull up said power rankings here this week, we have had GAF move up 3 slots after coming off the win of Aurora Noctis and Project Villain. That was before the Dill Donkeys match. But look at the wins. One of the reasons I also want to bring this up. So remember those names I was talking about: Noctis, Naga Academy, Dill Donkeys, Project Villain. All 4 of these teams are the last 4 teams that GAF have beat. And they have just slowly been working their way up these ranks. It's been a gauntlet of a 2-week schedule. Having to face all 4 of these teams in a row. But they come out with dubs on every single one of them. Here, we've got a minute, literally 1 minute. I'm curious on even the map differential. Okay, Nog takes him to 5, and I know Noctis takes him to 5. Yeah. Nog and Noctis both take him to 5, which we do have. I won't pull him back up, but Noctis I have at 3rd, and Nog I have at 4th, directly behind both of these 2 teams we're going to see here tonight. And then they 3-0 Villain and 3-0 Donkeys, who are your 4th and 6th seeds, respectively, on my power rankings. Archelon still sits at the very top of that list. They themselves coming off of a big win over Aurora Noctis on Monday. I almost got that one on stream. We had GAF Donkeys on stream, but this was also a 3-0. So where where Noctis took GAF to 5, Archelon just straight 3-0'd them. Barely, didn't even give up a point on Oasis, right? It's a 3-2 circuit. It looks like these maps were close, but I still have Archelon in your number 1 seed, kind of a little bit based off of that. GAF got first map pick. GAF have chosen Ilios. Archelon get first ban here for map 1. They have banned Farah. Not only have Archelon beat Noctis, but they've also beat Jurassic and Naga Academy, who were quite high on the list. Jurassic not as high on the list as these other 2, but Archelon have managed to beat both the teams that we have beneath them. How did Nog versus Archelon go? I want to say it was a 3-0, maybe a 3-1. It was a 3-0. Yeah, that's a thought. Archelon are just kind of 3-0 and all their way through here. And Nog Academy, look really strong. When you see Nog play, they don't feel like, a slouch at all. They feel like one of the strongest teams in the division when you watch Nog play. And this is just the power of Archelon. As a matter of fact, okay, so that's their 2 toughest opponents. They've 3-0'd. Have Archelon dropped a map. Jurassic and Normal take them to 5. So they have dropped a couple of maps, just not to the teams that you would expect. There you go. And consistency is important. That consistency is important. Does that play a factor? Oh, we're getting ready. We're getting ready to get into this one. Go back and see. It was a Orisa ban there from GAF. This is the second time this has happened today. Orisa was already in that spot from the previous series. This morning, for EMEA, there was a Diva ban on the right-hand side. That Diva band was in the perfect spot left over from our NA match from yesterday. Second time today these bands have carried over. It's just wild to me. What's serendipitous? Anyway, what's serendipitous moments? Those little things just, I don't know, give me joy. Any news on Wuyong's eligibility? Wuyong will not be available until playoffs. From what I am hearing, Wuyong will become available in FACEIT League at the start of playoffs. It has to do with, I mean, shoot, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. Because I'm part of I'm part of like some council thing, so I have eyes on this stuff. But it has to do with technical aspects. Without it, it's a tech thing. It's the way like they generated the matches. You know, I mean, screw it. I'm gonna err on the side of transparency and honesty. Peasy, what happened is, since they've generated all the Master Division matches as is, before Wuyong was added to the game, they cannot change those without the risk of breaking all 300 matches that are still yet to be played, or something of that nature. So to add Wuyong would risk breaking the entire rest of the season. And I mean, and that's what happened, straight up. And I appreciate them being transparent with us about that. I'm gonna be transparent with you all about it. That's the God's honest truth. You can't go wrong with honesty. And of course, you know, we're always looking to improve. I have personally made suggestions on, hey, now that we know that, let's work on improving that in the future so that we can keep these things more in line. But for Wuyong, for Season 6, that's where we stand. Wuyong will become available in a month when playoffs start. I know it is not ideal for our Master Division teams at all. But the import of all of these things has been made clear to the FACEIT League people. I want you all to know. They're listening. They're very much listening. And they started this little council thing to listen. And there's a lot of, I stay pretty quiet. There's some managers, team managers and stuff do a good job of standing up for what the teams need and things. Anyway, we have had first fight and first gap go to Archelon. Second fight is the return of the Doom. Ooh, it's a big trade on tanks here in this second fight. Bullet shot tossed in from Care, but Freedom picks up 3. Oh, Freedom was certainly not free, but it's down to a 1v1 between Encore and Solo Zen. Left on this point, Encore is gonna get the cap and the kill onto Solo Zen. Try to translocate out. Oh, the hack doesn't get the hack. What a wild 60 seconds we just had on our hands. EMP out of Pip, nails Jumbo right out of the gate. I mean, just no chance for anything. No support ultimates, even potential of a support ult. No thought of a support ult entered the brain of Jumbo. But we do still have those support ults online and ready to go. Crumb's still a little bit away from this rally, so, you know, sound barrier, rush, engage, you betcha. We're going to open up that barrier. Encore in the back, try to find a... Oh, I almost got taken out of that EMP. You know I was thinking about popping that EMP as that shield bash came in. Deadeye will get the flip, zones out the point. Pantera's primal return fades as they jump onto the objective and just get destroyed by a Kitsune rush. Really well played Kitsune rush there out of GAF. Encore uses the EMP in that exchange as well. Still, I mean, with the window up, Solo Zen has been able to keep things interesting. Pip makes it up to the top, and Care has got another bolo shot, lands it square onto Jumba. Solo Zen helps finish off that kill, and this is going to be Archelon getting a flip here at 97%. We've had Pantera swap off of the Winton. Goes into a Doomfist. EMP now out of the back as Pip has built up a second one of those, and that will be enough to secure this opening round. What a explosive opener here on Ruins. Oh, heading up to the high ground. Oh, that punch did work. Oh, Crumb. Oh, I wasn't sure. But yeah, that was quite the connect. Sunless with an explosive start to this fight. I believe this is the first time, maybe some GAF fans in chat, I was actually kind of checking this at the start of this map. It's one of the reasons I didn't quite catch that opening punch. Because I think this is the first time we've seen Sunless Fiber play. And I was double checking, at least on stream, and I was double checking to make sure it wasn't an ult or anything like that. But I think just a Doomfist player. I mean, Doomfist looking good here in this new patch. This new patch is kind of wild. I mean, like our EMEA match today just definitely felt a little weird, a little different. The patch has definitely changed things. I mean, for the better, I'd say. I mean, Ram got destroyed, was kind of the topic of conversation in the EMEA. That was a big volley of take aim bolts. It forces the Suzu out of Jumba early. Pack comes in from Pip, and pressure continues here from Archelon. There's the locate up to the Sunless Fiber, now the Lifeless Fiber. Expect to see Brig become more and more prominent again. It's one thing I'm kind of starting to hear. You know, where Lucio Kiri, we've seen them kind of being favored over the past couple of, I was about to say a couple months. That's been an exaggeration. For the past month or so. I mean, okay, EWC was weird. But, so Lucio Kiri coming back into favor right now. But with Ram falling out, right, here's the Brig, the Bat Brig, actually quite strong. We could see this continuing to make more returns. You have more options to use at the very least. Speaking of options, consider Rush available here from GAF. We are deadlocked in percentage. Oh, beautiful headshot from Juba. That was nasty. And that just took EMP out of the fight. Like, Pip was shooting at butterflies. I don't know what was going on. Just did not pay any attention to Juba in their face. Juba now gets a consider rush into the fight. And Matrix up from Solos in, though. And seems to have locked down this point. Sorry, my obs were not very on point. But you know what? Solos in, as always, is absolutely on point. Let's go check this primal. We missed their first one in the opening round. You've got Freedom corner. Nice little punch onto the Sunless punch. I mean, you know, we got a little, like, heavyweight bout there for a moment. You know, it was pure just, like, Winton punch and Doomfist, like, out of the cinematic. That was great. You kind of love it. All right, little rotation through cage. Encore swaps off of the Sombra, goes into a Tracer. Freedom had an OC. I'm not sure how much it mattered in that fight. Sunless Fiber died directly beneath them. Does pick up a kill on Decare, but Archelon have managed to get this point to 90%. That's gonna be a kill on the Squid, so it's gonna make a touch difficult and a regroup even harder. Rally available to help hold for this final 5%. Encore alongside Sunless are here and will initiate the overtime. Crumb is gonna pop that rally, puts a volley of combos into Sunless's face. Sunless is going to meteor strike away using that healing. Just hold on, wait for the rest of those reinforcements. A punch kind of stuns up Pantera, interrupts the flow a little bit. Goes back in for a little bit more cinematic experience. Drill dash in the back. Pantera sandwich. Jump straight up for some healing. Get that bubble back into play. Oh, that healing bubble. That is cool looking. Yo! Okay, sorry. That's enough. Big hold. Archelon, take map 1. I also love the Soul Dynasty Winston. I may have to get that, like, immediately. Ripai Luro. I don't know if I said that right, but I really appreciate the follow. We also had Smurfatondo and Mr. Lehman come through with follows prior to stream going live. I really appreciate y'all. I don't know if y'all are here now, but I do want to express my gratitude. Thank you so much for the support, y'all. All right. We know match is being played. We were just there. Okay, there we go. Archelon with the 1-0 to start. Making a good case for the Winston. We had heard Machu in some talks about Winston, you know, like the idea of Winston becoming popular again to dance around the brawl. And lo and behold, look at this. Excuse me. We're seeing Archelon here prove the Winston quite viable. Colosseo pick here out of GAF. We're going to have Anomaly taking on Amplify tomorrow. Amplify looking to bounce back after a loss to Nightmare Rotation last week. So hope to see y'all back here for the Master Division match. We'll have a Master Thursday. We actually had Master Tuesday and Master Thursday. It's like old times, just like old times. Genji Ban here from GAF. Take a look at some stats. Ooh, 58 to 42 favoring GAF and Preds on that one. Ooh, okay, okay. Archelon kind of beating the odds. Yeah, stats very, very heavily favoring Archelon there. Archelon have a deep bench as well. Likely to potentially could see Kiyid come in. We've seen Kiyid sub in previously here for Archelon. They have such an enormous roster. It was a Genji ban from GAF. Kiriko ban there from Archelon. We do have Fern coming in for Sunless there for GAF. Blackest Beast, good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Here, I'm feeling some soap slop. I'm sorry.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
There you go. I'm feeling soap slop tonight. My neurodivergence is calling for it. All right. Oh, hey, we don't have outlines on. You know, may have been making our thumbnail for this morning's match. Woo! Nice little double tap from KR. Picks up freedom early out of the gate. But Kiyid, who has in fact subbed in here for this map too, will be first to fall from Archelon. As Encore pulls out the far here for this second map. And once again, we get a worthy trade. The Baptiste for the Orisa. Squid, you know, falls. Limiting the movement options here for Fern, who has pulled out a Sigma. I mean, it's kind of a B-tier Mythic skin. You know, it's certainly no M. Bison. Encore with their second pick onto Kiyid here in this opening 60, 70 seconds. Okay, Pantera actually trying to play the Ramatra here. Okay, Ramatra took some serious nerfs. Most notably to Nemesis form. Doesn't provide near as much armor, only 250 armor. Third kill from Encore onto Kiyid. Do I just need to start a counter? Carrick trying to answer back with a dead eye. Freedom clocks him. I mean, just lines up that shot. Okay, Kiyid returns to the fight. Is now 0-3, I believe. Encore comes in looking for another one. Encore's just got the Tracer on Mark. Moves in to find Solos in instead. Good direct onto Crumb. And this Pharah is taking some names. What are we looking at? Encore is 8-0 right now. Kiyid 0-3, yep. What a clapback. GAF have answered here in this opening 2.5 minutes. And this is Colosseo. This isn't Runa Sapi. It's much, much more difficult to claw back in Colosseo. Alright, let's check out this synergy. Apparently that did not connect onto Pantera. I'm not quite exactly sure what happened there, to be perfectly honest. It looked like that should have connected onto Pantera. Kair's gonna pick up two, as the Nemesis form will escort Kair into a 3-piece, as a matter of fact. OC available from this high ground. Where's Encore going? Encore's got Kid marked. Sound barrier in from both squads, but Crumb only hits 3 with theirs. Kid 8, 1 rocket. Kid dangerous and close to another death. Yeah, Encore's just gonna barrage Kid. Oh, that's 4. Oh, that just feels personal, doesn't it? I mean, it just feels personal. I think it was Encore's first death. Maybe second. Will be a fight win here from GAF, though. It was their second death. Key had 2 and 5, Encore 11 and 2. Oh, see Pantera rocking the Dynasty Orisa as well. I have this skin. I love this skin. I use the gold weapon on this, though. The emerald weapon on this feels like a waste. I'm just saying. I mean, I guess it doesn't look bad. Anyway, okay, sorry. That's 5. Saw that. That's 5. Poor Kid, y'all. I believe Key had 6 deaths. 5 of them have been at the hands of Encore's far. Both lamps used. Pantera trying to push in. Isolate Fern is a really good read. Pantera wins that with 63 health. Just kind of recognizing the mismatch that had been created. Very nice read. Kia trying to play out of this backside. Encore got you on lock. Oh yeah, just marked. Just marked. Oh, that's 6. What a direct, too. That was so nasty. God, that was gross. Sound barrier in from Archelon. And I mean, GAF have just kind of taken over here on the kill feed. I mean, you know, meterage very close, but GAF feels in control time and time again through these fights. Now, there has been the care factor. That's a skull on the freedom. Oh, had Squid locked in. Didn't quite pull the trigger in time. Is using the that extra shot, the piercing shot here. So we got a silver bullet perk here out of care as well. Ooh, he's trying to dance around the amp matrix, gets caught. Debs, Terra Surge will find both supports eventually. Squid chases, escapes the initial damage, but. Going for 7. Kid, I'm kind of rooting for you here. I mean, I want you to get the stick onto this Pharah. That's what I'm rooting for. Get the stick onto this Pharah. Uh-oh. That's going to be an Ant Matrix from Jumba. Need to help control some space. They don't even really allow a push. Oh, Kid! Doesn't get it! No! They didn't get it! Oh, they went for it too. Oh, sad face, sad face. That's 8. Was that 8 or 7? I think that's 8. The 7. It's 7. Kid has 1 death that's not Encore. That's the lane picked up here from Archelon, despite Kian's struggles. There's the drop down. Fern does have a Terra Surge to work with. Not much else, and they do not prevent the cap. The touch is late. The rest of Archelon just dip into the cubby. Ooh, and Kara drops a 3-piece Deadeye behind that Amp Matrix. Well played. Archelon are going to continue to march. Checkpoint and more. Now retreating through Yellow House back towards Mega. They're going to rotate through Cubby. They're going to try to come back through Cubby. Shield's kind of blocking some shots. Encore was able to layer some damage in. Moves back up to try to find kill number 8. Here on to Kid. Meanwhile, Crumb drops a sound barrier down low. And Kid will win this one. You know, Kid has been the great aggro stealer, controlling all of the aggro from the sky. Oh, Kare gets the silver bullet through Jumba from the pit. Let's go. You saw the different trace. It has like a blue tracer on the bullet. Like a bullet tracer, not like the hero tracer. "35 seconds remaining. A 60-meter lead here for Archelon. Stole it away in the back half of this map. Jumba's Ant Matrix will win this fight out, though. Give GAF, you know, a little sliver of hope. DPS ult at the ready. From all sides. Sound barrier from Squid is going to be the big difference. Kid wins the duel over Encore for the second fight in a row. Kare opens up with the Deadeye. Kid tries to pulse. Does not land. Deadeye had one skull but can't quite lock it in. Ooh, Squid gets popped. Oh, that sound barrier does not land. And that will be the map. Archelon move up to 2-0. The 3-piece Deadeye. Beautiful. King's pick. Here from GAF. They try to... try to keep the ground and pound going, I suppose. I mean, I was just thinking it felt like Pantera was kind of getting the better end of the Orisa trade. I mean, and as fun as it was, as much as Encore was controlling Kid there in the first 3 quarters of that map. I mean, we were looking at Kare coming up with a lot of damage and just a lot of value in the frontline war. And it ended up kind of winning out those fights. You see Kare with that huge play of the game. I'm going to anticipate Kare had most Elims potentially. Nah, I don't know if Kare out-damaged both Orisas, but it's going to be close. I feel like it's going to be close. Like, where do you go? You ban out the Cass. Okay. Yeah, ban out Kare's Cassidy. Sure. That makes sense. Let's look at some stats and see how devastating was that Cassidy there in map 2. 21-3 does in fact outdamage both Orisas. Yeah. Wow. Also, look at the damage difference. Like, Kian was such a red herring that map. What a funny map. Kian is 3,500 damage compared to Kare's 12k. Oh my goodness. 21-3. God. Diva bad. Here from Archelon. Karen Souls in having a conversation about the Flash Ops logo over there. Freedom taking just a quick little pot shot. We're back over into the Soj. Encore shows us another interesting pick here. After a, full Colosseo on Pharah, we're into the Venture. Ooh, a Team Liquid Venture with a Galactic Gun, mind you. Lovely combo, beautiful aesthetics. I appreciate it. Let's go. We're going after the back line. Solo's in, preemptively leaps up to that high ground, trying to top off Crumb. You got care there for a little cover as well. Ferdinand worked through the hotel, though, and Juma's able to find Pantera down low in that effort. So we're getting a quick couple of picks. Encore finding care in that exchange, and this is looking like a one and done. Successful stagger on the Crumb. Looking for more. Pip has subbed back in here, by the way. So no more key in. Pantera moving over to a Junker Queen. Junker Queen definitely gotten some recent changes. Remember, got buffed at the mid-season patch as well. So JQ actually has gotten a couple of little power creep buffs over the past couple of patches. Going back to the start of Season 17, I believe. And some significant improvements to her perks. Oh, that's a gnarly, gnarly Gracie. And despite losing your Baptiste in the back line, this JQ doesn't rely as heavily on having that support like your Orisa does. So Pantera can continue to push, even Bapless, through this fight. Really well played, gets that nice stagger onto Freedom. Really good hero to take out of the fight. Now they're going to go ahead and back up and disengage. Ooh. Chase in. Care able to escape the clutches of Encore. Down, Terra Surge thrown in from Fern. Doesn't look like anybody was caught. Crumb's going to throw in a sound barrier. That's going to hit all five. Encore with the Tectonic Shock. Try to muscle this thing over the line with an Orbital Ray in play as well. I've been talking about how...
This ends now.
We'll talk about things later. Interesting support lines here in Juba on the brig. It was actually one of the things I wanted to discuss. The rally coming up huge in that fight to shut down the Blade. Freedom able to out-duel Care there with their own overclock. And man, this is looking like a desperate attempt to try to push this home, particularly with Solos in falling so late. This is absolutely going to be 5 minutes heading into the Foundry. Sorry, I wanted Freedom pop. Pip goes the old Southern Belle. Here for this hold, and that's gonna be a nice little 3-tap on Freedom. You know, it wasn't red X's, it wasn't flashy. Got the job done. DPS both kind of jockeying for position. Would love to get that high ground. Oh, what a shot from Care. Saw Encore trying to get aggressive and drill dash in. Care hits him with just, one shot through the amp matrix. Remember, Soj took a nerf. Soj is 225 here. We, kind of saw some discussion yesterday that, is Soj just too weak with losing that 25 health? But we're seeing a lot of Sojourn here in this match, and you're still seeing that efficacy, particularly when comboed with the Amp Matrix. Care's able to pick up one, the burrow from Encore to avoid carnage, but Pip has picked up a pair, and that was a fun sentence to say. Fight win from the defense, and they've chewed off 2 minutes from this 5-minute time bank. This Tectonic Shock could, catch a bat flat-footed, perhaps even a Soj. Oh, Freedom with a mean hit on the Pip early. I mean, it wouldn't be the Soj, it would have been the Ashe, but the Ashe not even a factor here. Just gonna throw all those shots on a Pantera. Pantera responds, but that 3-player rush, Rampage completely nullified. Beautiful Suzu. Juba Johnny on the spot with that one. Encore there for some beautiful follow-up. There is an OC in play here from Care, but Encore is going to clean that up. Fern in the mix as well. The rush up here. Pit trying to hold with the Bob. Gets a good shot. Fine Squid. A lot of sustain taken out of this fight. So if it goes on long, then maybe, but it does not. GAF get a nice cap here. 2 minutes left in the bank. Healthy, healthy.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oh, here's a good one.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, that is a good one. I actually want to turn outlines off. Yeah. I know. Okay, sorry. It's just a fun little moment. The artist in me just loves those little moments. You gotta stop and smell the roses, all right?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Me too, Venture. Venture's a gamer after my own heart, I swear.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Shark Candy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Woo! Oh, that drill dash was gross. Encore set him up. Freedom knocked him down. I mean, more like a tee up into a home run. Like, that was just nasty. You just put Chrome in a perfect sight line for Freedom. That was great. Good hold here. Great first fight from GAF. Whoop. Pip goes in for a little rope-a-dope. Couldn't quite lock down those shots onto Freedom, but Pantera secures a kill onto Fern through that. Encore dodges the spear. Look to regroup, see if they can get a recontest here. 50% already picked up. Is there time? Encore definitely looking like they want it. Both DPS move in and try to stop the Venture. The Venture is able to stall for a moment, but it looks like they're going to give up on this hold. Is this a safe space for Fox Furries? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, Shark Candy. I appreciate you being here. Huge Terror Surge. That's going to pull in both supports. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that will do it. That will do it. A worthy sacrifice from Pantera to get this cart rolling. And Crumb happy to go kite their tank back into this fight. Oh, big drill dash to finish off that combo. Look at King got frustrated. He's like, I'm going to finish you off with the shots. Here, fine. I'll just drill dash you. OC, you play from the high ground. Ooh, Tectonic Shock and play from Encore. Chrome 99 will not get beaten play. And this is Pantera kind of getting stuck in the pub. Pantera has one too many. Time to go home. You do have Beat Blade to come back into this with Sound Barrier from the defense of GAF. I mean, plenty of time, I will say, for Archelon to work with, or to get into another ult rotation. But you do still have, I mean, you kind of think about it as if, that 209 is subtracted from Archelon's time, right? So you think about it that way, they have about 2.5 minutes total to cap this. Dash through to try to find freedom. Beat is in. Sound Barrier later for Crumb, more valuable from Crumb. Oh, massive combo. Pip is going to cut through, too. Give me some Pip Pop. What are we doing? What are we doing with our life? Give me some Pip Pop. Sharkady, I'd like to think this is a safe space for everyone. Honestly, I've never really gotten that question. I'm still kind of a baby streamer. I've never really gotten that question. It got me thinking. I'm not going to lie. I would like to think this is a safe space for everyone. The only thing we're going to judge... my rule here is the only thing we judge you on is your Overwatch play. That is it. That's it. Nothing else matters. By all that past that, you be you, damn it. Woo! What an damn matrix! Pantera's health bar disappeared faster than a hamburger sitting in front of my dog. But obviously, I know what that means. That means being active. It means actively creating a safe place. That's important. That is important. Anyway, you got me thinking, and I appreciate it, genuinely. Freedom with it, I'm safe. A couple of headshots land, but Kara has the response. Ooh, well timed. Ant Matrix window combo. And it was... Kara's just hitting these left and right. Oh, wow. That last one was particularly impressive. The timing on that combo as well. The super OC. The double damage overclock. Six seconds separate the two time banks currently. Venture from Encore has the Tectonic Shock, won't get it out. Pip is going to shut that down. Now we're here to try to finish off the last remaining bastion of this defense, and we're going to be looking at almost identical time banks from our two teams.
Score 3-3. Initiating match.
Hey, control button, work. Thank you. Go back into our trash can. Back into your trash can. Get back into your trash can.
Ready for battle.
Nope. I was trying to follow the echo stickies. 2 minutes for each. I mean, plenty of time for extra innings, which is highly unusual. I mean, that's the meta we live in, is the all attack, no defense style of Kings. Pip, though, showing us a solid approach. You know what? Looking to keep that going. You know, it's like, wait a minute. Nope. Archelon had the lesser time bang. This is them attacking. That was Pip fighting first blood for your attacking Archelon. Yeah. Let's go. Quickly followed up on leverage and some late picks. 60 seconds in, it's gonna be a late headshot. Pip should be able to follow up on both of those. Oh, I say that, Freedom with the counter punch. Sending a message. Oh, but still care. Still care. The force to be reckoned with. Finds those late 2 picks. Whoop. Whoop. Solo's in and Squid close to Ant Matrices. Solo's in a little closer. We saw Encore working through that top angle. Has denied Pip some space to set up for this dive. Ant Matrix is going to come into play first. Encore has been forced out. Kair's able to get a kill on Squid early. This is going to mean that Pantera should just have an enormous advantage in that Orisa duel. Indeed, leverages it into a win. You do have one on cart, no C9 here. 4 points on the board, looking to be 5. You'll have overtime spawns here for GAF. And what started off as such good attack here on King's Row, suddenly they're watching this map slip between their fingers. Need a good fight win here. This is going to be an explosive one. You've got support ults available from this defensive GAF. OC in play here first. Pip dash into that right window, trying to follow up on this terror search for Pantera. Pantera's going to fight Fern with that ultimate. Dash through, what get Encore low. They're able to get a little bit of shield. They're going to try to go stop this cart. Some damage on the emerge, but it's not enough to take Kair down, and Kair immediately follows up counter punches with a shot of their own. And this is going to be 5 points on the board for Extension Archelon. Oh! Well, oh. Excuse me. Let's do, well, you know, let's get back into it.
This ends now.
Silzen returns on an Ana. Of course, Ana got some perk changes. No longer can self-nano with that. But, you know, ooh. I was going to say, may not need it with the blade, but the rally is enough for GAF to hold. Yeah, that will be as far as Archelon yet. But what a push. Will it be enough for the 3-0 and Archelon to stand alone at top of the mountain? Number 1 seed and the only undefeated team here in NA Expert. Will it be enough? The line has been drawn.
Ready for battle.
Pip bringing out the Sombra. Here for this big hold. No change. I'm not even getting the cheeky sniper shot. Freedom right to business here in the Sojourn. Encore with a quick move in, uses that drill dash to secure a little spot here in the hotel. Jumba is able to follow through with a shield bash. But Squid gets popped. Pip is able to sneak around into the backside while this was happening. That virus will finish off Freedom as well. Oh, that was almost a three-piece. That was, I mean, just Jumbo almost just died right there and then. I think, yeah, they're actually staggering Jumbo. Let's say it was a conscious decision to not kill Jumbo yet. Oh, and they will get that late stagger. Fern swaps to a Winston. Really, the first time I've seen Fern play Winston. Trying to get access to this high ground. See if they can cut the knees off this comp. Looking to chase down Solos in. Oh, catches care with the ult fire. Coming out of Hotel. Great bubble to deny some healing there on the Fern. And it ends up being enough. You'll get the body block, you'll get the cap. Here with 40 seconds to go. So the Winston works out on point A. As you're able to, you know, tackle that high ground, you know, keep Solos in uncomfortable. Will it work here to push around this Z corner of Bookstore? You're walking into an Amp Matrix. You do not have the same option. You've got a rally. It's still about 40% away on this orbital. You need this orbital up sooner than later. Watch for Fern to take some early poke damage here. Mr. Fish, thank you for the follow. Running forward. Oh, Encore follows up on that initial shot. Freedom gets Crumb out of the sky and gets Pip. Whoa, what a flick. Encore and Freedom deliver just an explosive volley of kills into the feed to ring out the gong of death. And that was just the ticket. GAF might have just bought themselves another map, but they still have a long way to travel. That was the first of many steps for them to force this map forward. But that was an important one. And man, did they succeed beautifully. Now Squid a lot closer to this orbital ray, which you could use to survive through the incoming assault. Solozin has been so mean with these Ant Matrices. Been able to kind of blitzkrieg surprise GAF with them all series to find opening picks. Pantera, Terra Surge in, EMP right over the top of it. Kara's gonna get one. Soundbarrier thrown in, hits everybody, and that might just do it. The 4-ult combo is gonna be too much for GAF to handle. And Archelon beat yet another top 5 team in a 3-0. They stand alone as your #1 team here in NA Expert. Great game. I mean, GG's. Honestly, I expected a few more maps. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think Archelon would pull out yet another 3-0. Man, have they really found their rhythm? You know, we talked about kind of, you know, they got taken to map 5 by Normal and by Jurassic, but they 3-0 Nog, they 3-0 Noctis, they 3-0 GAF. Wow. Wow. They'll have Dill Donkeys on the first. Donkeys have put in some upsets. Donkeys beat Noctis. But Donkeys kind of got their asses handed to them there by GAF. And we see what Archelon, the caliber of Extinction Archelon here. I mean, Donkeys are kind of next in the power rankings. Like, if you beat Donkeys, like, who else is left? I mean, Villain? I think Villain's the only other team out of that top 8 that you haven't played yet at that point. Archelon kind of validating my personal ranking of them. As I had Archelon in that #1 seed coming into this. We kept them despite GAF's great performance over the past couple of weeks in beating all of these top 10 teams. We kept Archelon in that #1 seed because of the 3-0 factors versus Naga Cad versus Aurora Noctis. You know what? Turns out they get another 3-0 here today over GAF. And they will, without a doubt, hold on to that #1 slot. I mean, it feels like now there's a tier break between Archelon and the rest of the division. Now they are the team to beat, and it doesn't feel like anybody's even close.